The problem we've got is that if a toll road authority is going to take their excess money and basically waste it, we should be giving it back to the cities and the other taxing units to actually do something about mobility. I was really disappointed with the complete lack of audit controls. There's no oversight over that excess money. It's just not the way you want to do business in the 21st century as a governmental entity.
You can almost see the leadership at the Harris County Toll Road Authority and Democrats on Commissioner's Court cringing as State Senator Paul Bettencourt puts their multi-billion-dollar operation on missile lock for legislative reform.
The fact that they will use $100 million of excess toll road monies and not lower tolls, not pay off debt, is very aggravating to me, and I think it's aggravating to the public as well.
Panel, Bettencourt is filing legislation this week mandating audits for the toll authority and potentially mandating that any surplus be spent solely, get this, in unincorporated Harris County. Wow, Charles, what do you make of that?
I mean, listen, I think we need something with the toll roads. If you look at it, the Toll Road Authority oversees 308.6 miles. 198 of those miles are within the city of Houston footprint. And when you look at the revenue they get, it's about $865 million a year. So when you look at the road breakdown, $520 million of that is from city of Houston footprint. And 6,500 calls from HPD and HFD were responded to on the Harris County Toll Road between 2022 and 2024. And so at the very least, they should be paying back for the emergency services that the city is using. And so I'm ready to rob the county and take this money and use it elsewhere because they're not using it efficiently.
Gary, you have a pretty good nose for slush funds.
This is exactly what it is. I mean, when I first heard the story that we had excess revenue, I thought, like the lady said, well, that means we paid off the toll road, so maybe we can get rid of the tolls. Oh no, we haven't done that. They're paying the minimum. So that's just, it's crazy. But it's a slush fund, and of course, as long as they get away with it, I'm sure that especially the Democrats on Commissioner's Court want to continue to suck that money down. But Charles is right. And the city of Houston is really getting screwed on this deal. And Mayor Whitmire had talked about that previously. He needs to be able to get the city cut in on some of the money from the Toll Road Authority, just like he needs his tourism money back. And Metro, which, by the way, I just have to mention, walking in my neighborhood yesterday, saw 4 or 5 buses, large buses, drive by with a driver and nobody else.
Laura, what do you think of this?
I think that makes no sense that you've had this road this long and you ain't paid your bills yet. Okay, paying the minimum payment on your credit card don't work. It does not work on your toll road either. And I know you're doing that so you can continue to suck the life out of people. To get from Pearland to downtown is almost $7. That makes no sense. This is absolutely a scam. And look, when TxDOT noticed how much money the subcontractor they had given it to, Blue Ridge, was making, they took the contract back from them. I'm telling y'all, the pimping of the public needs to end in public transportation. Kudos to you, Bettencourt. And I think that you should do a full audit of all of this and find out why that director making so much money.
All right, Chow, just 20 seconds.
Just as an average consumer driving the tolls, if you're living out in suburbia and you have to commute because now everyone has to go back to work, that money makes sense, right? Well, let's just follow the money. Don't make too wild assumptions, just follow the money.